So, Star Magic. So, first, here's some notes for yourself. Stars, even if you're doing a galaxy or whatever else, you can use anybody from like Thomas Moran or anybody and layer your skies on there. So you want, right now, light horizons, even though space is totally black, but you know, if on Earth and it goes up to space, we're still going to have that atmospheric perspective. And to get that even a little darker and get ready for space, you can do a darker glaze. You guys know glazes yet? No? Glazes? Okay. So with the glaze, yeah, more like buttermilk. So this is, call this the buttermilk glaze.
Dark glaze?
Yep. And so I want this darker so the stars show up. So what you're going to need is a sponge. So I'm going to get a sponge here. That's going to be to put the glaze on. And then to wipe the glaze on initially, I'm going to be using this bad boy right here. A little black. So I have black, black, blue. I could even try a little purple if I'm going silly. I'll go a little purple. Okay. Now I got purple, blue, black, and white. You could even throw in, right down, to dull it out, raw umber. Yeah, I'm going to throw a little raw umber in there. Burnt umber. My TA should have... Oh, there it is. Raw umber. Raw umber is glorious for toning down blue. Cope, watch this guy. Watch this guy glaze. Cope. Cope it!
She has her headphones in.
Yeah, I know.
Do you want me to post them?
Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, that's not my gun though. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of the blue, purple, black, and then a little raw umber. Maybe a little more blue. Maybe a little more purple. So now I got that, and so the consistency of the paint is going to be, Cope, you get Cope. Cope, check out the colors. These are the sky colors. They're awesome. So, right here, you can see how it's not pouring down, but it's a little bit more on the thin side. Like buttermilk. Expired by 7 days. 7 days expired buttermilk thickness. So maybe a little more water. We were saying how raw umber saves saturated blues. It's glorious. Okay, then you have your dumb hand, you have your smart hand. So then you're going to take this thing and then put this on the dumb hand. You got to blend simultaneously with the smart hand, otherwise it will dry. So watch this.
Dry sponge or wet sponge?
This is has moisture on it, but it's pretty dang dry. And you only have a few seconds to do this. And then now I'm going to flip it over here. Actually, it works. Never mind. So see how it went darker all of a sudden? So that's a glaze. Done.
Ah.
Alright, so that part's done. Now, so that's how you do glazes. You can also change it going from the darker colors. You can also get like the browns, and you can do glazes of sunsets. Maybe I'll show you that too. Alright, so the sunset's the same way if you do a glaze. So the glazes, I think I have a sunset color here somewhere. Oh, nice. That's dry. That's not perfect. Okay, so sunset, you can do a little orange, write down orange, burnt sienna, burnt umber. So orange, little burnt sienna, same flag, sunsets. And not that you want to sell out. However, if you want to sell a painting, dude, sunset, that'll help you. John, you might want to be watching this. Sunset, here we go. Burnt sienna, burnt orange, water it down, old buttermilk, and then when you're putting glazes on, turn your canvas so it's easier for you to work on. So this is my blue side, this is my orange side right here. But you can just put the paint on, and then I'll go over the bottom section as well. And I'm doing a scumbling technique, and then that's just going to be sort of a brown, kind of a brownish orange. And that haze will look good when you do that dark silhouette. So then eventually, I'm going to be doing mountains, which I'll show you. And then that'll give you more of an indication of the true value of what I'm putting on there. I don't know what that dude's doing there. Okay. So that's it for like the heavy glazes. Now you're ready for the stars. So stars, you're going to start off with a couple different tools. You got a toothbrush, a large brush like this, a large round, actually it's a medium. We'll call it a medium round toothbrush. Those two things. Okay, so the stars, first I like to mix up the toothbrush version. So a little water, spray it down, mix it up, and then I just dip the brush in there and slowly pull back on it. Kind of like you did with the airbrush project, very similar. And then I'll just get like a little Milky Way right here. So to get like the overall spray, you're just going to like barely pull back. Go slow. If you go fast, it's going to have like weird lines, look like shooting stars. Look pretty bad. And then to do a Milky Way, write down smaller stars are from drier paint. So the wetter the paint, the bigger the stars. And then I'll like have this little Milky Way thing going right here. And I'm just like lightly misting it. So it's kind of like a little flowy galaxy kind of thing. Then, how much you to pay for that? Don't answer. Because I'm going to throw in larger stars. You can do it a couple different ways. I'll show you two different ways. So one of them, you can come in there and literally paint each dot, which is probably the safest. But if you're doing, and then so those stars, you don't want to go too big. I'll go one. I'll go one kind of big one. So one large one. Perfectly round circles. These look horrible. Well, they don't look horrible, but I mean, they don't look good yet. And then when we do the airbrush, they'll look hella good. So then, another way to do it is put this bad boy on the ground and, hold on. Put it on the ground, and then you're going to tap it like this. Like that. And what's happening is the dots are going up, and then they hit. That's a big one. Got a moon. Houston, I got a moon. And so I'm just barely doing it. And if you overspray on this thing, I'm going to get rid of that big one. So to get rid of the big ones, if you don't like one, all you have to do is take this thing, get a dry sponge, wring it out as much as you can, and then pull that out. Gone. And then it'll dry. Color will go. Okay. Then, to the airbrush station.
Are you taping your feet?
I'm taking my feet right now. Okay. So this is a double action airbrush that you used in Arc 2. And then here, all the way down is air, back is ink, paint. Shake this thing up so you don't get the watery stuff on the top. And then prime it by, let me try another one. Well, oh yeah, much better. Okay. So all the way down is air, and then back is ink. Down is air. There's a little bit coming out, not much. So right down, you can put the glow on first and then add the large stars. And you gotta wait for these to dry. So right now they're not dry, but I'll aim for that one. And then here, you just gradually come in until you can see it. So you're gonna start here, really far away, you're gonna try to aim, and when you see that glow, you can start getting closer and closer. So I'm gonna go down again. And if you don't like that, you can just go where there's no star, put a glow, and then add the star in later.
Can you airbrush instead of glaze? Because sometimes glazing won't blend as well.
You saw the glaze, and then let's say this glaze, like I don't like that area. So you can also fix your acrylic painting skies with an airbrush. Is pretty awesome. You just take this thing, go further away. So right now I'm fixing splotchy skies. Keep it moving from about this far away, and then you'll watch it just slowly fade. So I'm pressing all the way down for air, and then barely back for ink, just gets lighter and lighter. This also works on ceramics, where you can do the acrylics and then you can airbrush stuff on top of it. I'm going to lighten this up too much. But when you airbrush the flaws out of your painting, don't airbrush all of the flaws out because you want to be able to see your brush strokes. Or don't try this one. Underhand. Over the shoulder. Okay. Alright. That's it. Stars, space, blazes, heavy glazes, sunsets, dark valleys. Action!